Good morning to you all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, okay, firstly, let me show you the syllabus. Just wait for a minute. Okay, let me share the syllabus first. So, are you able to see the syllabus? So, in the second module, as you can see that we have already covered the frequency reuse, channel assignment, handoff strategies. Okay, in some introductory portion. So improving coverage and capacity in cellular systems. Okay. So yesterday we have seen the coverage, improving coverage. So that can be done by using cell splitting and sectoring like that. So today we are going to see the mobile radio wave propagation in large scale path loss and propagation models. So we have to study here some propagation models. Instead, we have to go through some basics of wave propagation. Okay. So let me share the PPT. So are you able to see the PPT? Are you able to see the PPT?
No, sir. Syllabus दिख रहा है.
वो सिलेबस ही दिख रहा है. ओके. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as I have told you that we are going to see the radio propagation large scale path loss models. Okay, so the outline through which we will go. Okay, so in presentation mode. So are you able to see the PPT? Okay. Yes, these are the outlines that firstly we have to see or go through the introduction to the radio wave propagation, the first part. The second one is three basic propagation mechanisms. So what are the mechanisms through which the wave in wireless communication propagates? And we will see that the things which we thought that these should the systems which we can see are we will assume that these are treat as negative, but those negative things are we can use that systems or propagation mechanism in positive way. Okay, next there is a free space propagation model. Then we have to see practical link budget design using path loss models, outdoor propagation models, indoor propagation models, and signal penetration into buildings. Okay, so yes, we can proceed now. Okay, so introduction to the radio wave propagation. So what we know about the radio wave? Okay, so the channel what we have is in the form of mobile radio channel, and there are so many limitations are there. So on the performance of wireless communication systems. So we have to see that how these radio channels are used instead of so many limitations. So radio channels are extremely random, as we know that there are so many signals which are available over the same environment, and they can interfere with each other. So radio channels are extremely random and do not offer easy analysis. Yes, we can already we observe that the whatever we have the channel are very random in nature. So modeling radio channels is very important. So what is the need of modeling? What is the need of modeling? So to determine the coverage area of a transmitter, which will determine the transmitter power requirement, which will determine transmitter power requirement and determine the battery life. Okay, and the second point is finding modulation and coding schemes to improve the channel quality. Okay, which will determine the maximum channel capacity. So what we intended for is to get the maximum channel capacity to cover the coverage range, to improve the coverage range as well as the user satisfaction. Okay, next. Yes, the mechanisms behind electromagnetic wave spectrum are diverse, but can generally be attributed to reflection, refraction, and scattering. So we will see that what are these things and how these things, how we can use these terms in our wireless communication, and how these so these may put value addition or value reduction. So how it can be done, we will see. And propagation models have traditionally focused on predicting the average received signal strength. Okay, so whatever the signal strength we have, based upon that we will have some average received signal strength at a given distance. Just wait for a minute, I am just stopping the sharing. Just wait for a minute. Just wait for a minute. Okay. Okay, so I think all of you can see the PPT again. So propagation models have traditionally focused on predicting the average received signal strength at a given distance from the transmitter, as well as the variability of the signal strength in close spatial proximity to a particular location. So there are two things. Two things is what? That there is a small scale fading and there is a large scale fading. Okay, so based upon okay, so what are these things? We will see in somewhat details in later pages. Okay, so propagation models that predict the mean signal strength. So जो भी signal from the transmitter or the antenna from the to the mobile user, there are a random signals which are available over there. But what is there? We have the signal which is, so we are intended for the signal which is the average of the signal whatever is generated. So propagation models that predict the mean signal strength for an arbitrary transmitter receiver separation. So this depends upon the transmitter receiver separation distance, are useful in estimating the radio coverage area of transmitter and are called large scale propagation models. Okay, so why it is known as large scale propagation models? We will see it graphically also. but in large scale propagation models, what we are intended for, we will see the, okay, so if it is, there is a distance, on this axis there is a distance, on this axis there is a transmitter power or the signal power. Okay, so the distance, okay, let the distance be in meter, and then 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter, like this. So with distance, what happens that there may be some variations at small distance, and when we average all these signal strengths, then we will have a some constant type of signal which is for a larger distance. So it is known as large scale propagation model. Next, on the other hand, propagation models that characterize the rapid fluctuation. So rapid fluctuation कहने का क्या मतलब है, that rapid fluctuation is for small interval of time or for small distances. Okay, as you can see in the graph that for a small distance there is a large variations, and when we will average all these values, then we will have a large scale propagation model. So the propagation model that characterize the rapid fluctuations of the received signal strength over very short travel distances, as we have seen, you will also see in graph picture. So very short travel distance कहने का क्या मतलब है, a few wavelength. अभी wavelength किसका है, wavelength मतलब जो भी signal transmit हो रहा है. Okay, so every signal has some wavelength, and the distance what the signal is traveling is of the order of the wavelength of that signal. Okay, so very short travel distance or a short time durations, okay, on the order of seconds, not more than that, so are called small scale or fading models. So small scale propagation model or fading models. Okay, so we have two types of models, large scale propagation model and small scale propagation model. Okay, next, yes, this picture what is showing here, that we have a received power here, and we have a transmitter receiver separation which is in meters. So you can see here that the distance is varying from 14 meter to 28 meters, and you can see here that between 14 to 15 meter, 1 meter is range के अंदर, within this range, what you can see here, that there is a large variation in this signal, है ना. अब क्या देख रहे हो, 1 ही मीटर के रेंज में there is a large variation. Okay, but when it is averaged, जब इस सिग्नल का एवरेज लिया गया, in that case you can see that there is some average value, and what I am drawing in red color is the average value of all the signals available over there. So for a range of distance that is from 14 to 28 meter, you can see that there is an average value. So this red line is for large scale propagation model, and the variations whatever you can observe for a very small distances is a large scale small scale propagation model. Okay, or the fading signal. Okay, now propagation. So what type of propagation we can see in our communication system? So at very large scale frequencies, low frequencies and medium frequency bands, radio waves follow ground. As you can see in picture A, you can see that the signal is propagating or following the ground. AM radio waves propagating, AM radio broadcasting uses medium frequency band. Okay, but on the other hand, at high frequency bands में आप क्या देखते हो, that there is a reflection from ionosphere. There is no line of sight propagation, or there is no any propagation or communication between two BTS or two transmitters or receivers. So in this way, there is a phenomena of reflection will be there. So some of the signals get reflected from ionosphere, and some of the signals got absorbed in the earth or in some atmospheric matters. So the ground waves tend to absorbed by the earth. The waves that reach ionosphere, that is from 100 to 500 kilometers above the earth's surface, are reflected and sent back to earth. Okay, so these are the type of communications which we can see but this is not practically. As you can see that there are two antennas are there, but there is no any obstruction between these two antennas. So this is not the practical case. Practically, we have mountains, we have very large buildings, we have large trees, leaves. So there are so many things which are between two receivers or between two antennas. So we will see practically the practical case. Okay, so yes, VHF, very high scale frequencies transmission में हमने already देखा that there may be two things. One is line of sight propagation or line of sight. LOS stands for line of sight. Okay, so when there is a line of sight propagation, in that case, so the three things we have seen: reflection, scattering, and diffraction or refraction. Okay, so here we can see that there is a line of sight path and a reflected wave. Okay, so directional antennas are used in this case. Waves follow more directed paths. More directed paths means there may be a line of sight propagation, so line of sight communication will be there. Reflected wave interfere with the original signal. So these are done at VHF transmission. Very high scale frequency के केस में इस टाइप की transmissions हम देखते हैं. Next, okay, waves behaves more like light at higher frequencies, and waves behave more like radio at lower frequencies. So this is very important thing which you have to put in your mind. Okay, so waves behave like light at higher frequencies. So whatever the properties of light will be there in waves also. So difficulty in passing obstacles. As you can see, the property of light also, that if any obstacle comes in its path, then the light cannot pass through that obstacle. More direct paths you can I think all of you know that light has a property that light moves in a straight line. Okay, light moves in a straight line, a straight path. So more directed paths will be there in for higher frequencies, and at lower frequencies it can pass through obstacles. As we can see that we are in our room and we can communicate with other people. So you can from this you can conclude that the signals whatever we are using can penetrate the obstacles. Okay, so propagation model. What is the propagation model? Radio propagation models. So in this case, transmission path between sender and receiver. अब sender और receiver के बीच में जो path होगा वो दो तरह का path हो सकता है. एक क्या? One is the line of sight, and second one is the this one, obstructed by buildings, mountains, and foliage. So what is foliage? Foliage is the leafy part of the tree. Okay, foliage means what? Leafy part. Okay, leafy part, tree का या पेड़ का जो पत्ता वाला part है, that is known as foliage. So there can be two types of transmission path between sender and receiver. One is the line of sight, and second one is the obstructed by buildings, mountains, and foliage. And second, what we can assume that even speed of motion affects the fading characteristics of the model. So as we have seen in the first class also, that there may be two cases, that in one case mobile is placed within a vehicle or a car, and one mobile is placed with a walking person. So in this case, when the mobile is in car, in that case, what you can observe, that कार के केस में क्या होगा, it will be a fast moving, as a car is a walking man. Okay, so in this case there will be there will be fast fading, and in this case there will be small fading. Okay, small scale fading. Okay, now what are the three radio mechanisms, three radio propagation mechanisms? As we have already discussed, that reflection, diffraction, and scattering will be there. So the physical mechanisms that govern radio propagation are complex and diverse, but generally attributed to following three factors. And the three factors are reflection, diffraction, and scattering. So अब किस तरीके से ये जो तीन प्रॉपर्टीज हैं वेव्स के या बेस्ड अपॉन द ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन, the size of obstruction, reflection, diffraction, and scattering occurs. So when there will be a reflected wave, when the waves impinges upon the obstruction that is much larger in size compared to the wavelength of the signal. Means kya hai? The wavelength of signal is much larger in size. So obstruction is much larger in size in comparison with the signal. So wavelength of signal is very less in comparison with the wavelength of the obstruction. Obstruction means any building, any tree, any mountain, or like this. Okay, so the very the simple example is reflection from the earth. As we can know that the wavelength of the signal is very less in comparison with the size of earth and the buildings also. So there are so many buildings which are very large in size. So these reflections may interfere with original signal constructively or destructively. Constructively or destructively का कहने का क्या मतलब है? That whatever the signals, so that is added to our intended or added to the purpose, or it is not working properly. So अगर positive way में काम कर रहा है, अगर ये जो reflection, scattering और diffraction अगर positive way में manner में work कर रहा है, then it will be said as constructively, और अगर negative way में work कर रहा है, then it will said as destructively. Okay, so we can see pictorially, we will see later. So what is diffraction? When diffraction will be there? So occurs when radio path between sender and receiver is obstructed by impenetrable body and by a surface with sharp irregularities, okay, or sharp edges. So we will see this thing pictorially also. So it explains how radio signals can travel urban and rural environments without a line of sight path, because there are so many obstructions between the sender and receiver, and in urban and rural areas. So urban areas में हमें क्या मिलेगा? ज़्यादा there are more chances of getting large buildings, and in rural areas we will have the trees like this. Okay, so trees or mountains will be there in case of rural areas. So there will be very less chance of line of sight propagation. Okay, so based upon that, radio signals will be different. Next is scattering. So scattering occurs when the radio channel contains objects whose sizes are on the order of wavelength. So इस बार क्या होगा? Scattering कब होगा? जब signal का signal wavelength and the obstruction wavelength both are of the order of wavelength or less than the propagating wave, है ना? जो भी propagating wave है, उस propagating wave के order का अगर wavelength या size हुआ obstacle का, in that case there will be scattering will be there. And also when number of obstacles are quite large, है ना? Number of obstacles are quite large, like there is a hilly area or there is a forest like area, then in that case there are so many trees will be there. In that case there is scattering can happen, or there is a highway, so at highway there are so many vehicles, so in that case there is large number of scatterings will be there. So they are produced by small objects, rough surfaces, and other irregularities on the channel. Yes, and follows the same principle with diffraction. Causes the transmitter energy to be radiated in many directions lamp posts and street signs may cause scattering. So because the lamp posts and the street signs मतलब जो भी रोड में street signs लगे होते हैं, maybe may cause scattering. Okay, because these are of the order of the wavelength of the signal. Okay. Now, yes, from this picture, I think you can understand the reflection, diffraction, and diffraction, and scattering. Okay, so from this picture, you can see here that here R is representing reflection, D is representing diffraction, and S is representing scattering. So you can see here there is a car, and in this car there is a mobile user, that is there is a transmitter, and let it be there is a building. Okay, here it is a large building, and at this from this building you can see that R is there, means okay, firstly you can see that there is a transmitter and there is a receiver. Okay, so what you can see here that this receiver is getting signals from various processes. Okay, here the first way, this is the second way, and this is the third way. So this receiver is getting different type of signals, and these different type of signals through different ways, and these signals may add constructively or destructively to reach this. So whatever the signals is getting receiving at the receiver may have some phase change. Okay, phase change, जो भी फेज चेंज होगा तो वो फेज चेंज पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव मैनर में हो सकता है. नाउ दीज सिग्नल्स विल गेट एडेड एंड रिसीवर विल गेट द सिग्नल. सो यू कैन सी हियर दैट देयर इज अ रिफ्लेक्शन इज अकरिंग इन दिस प्लेस. यहाँ पर रिफ्लेक्शन हो रहा है. ओके, बिकॉज देयर इज अ वेरी लार्ज ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन इज देयर. यहाँ पर एक लैम्प पोस्ट है. अगर मान लें ये एक लैम्प पोस्ट है, सो दिस लैम्प पोस्ट, फ्रॉम दिस लैम्प पोस्ट देयर इज स्कैटरिंग इज देयर. ओके, यहाँ पर यू कैन सी हियर देयर इज डिफ्रैक्शन. डिफ्रैक्शन में हमने क्या देखा था कि जहां पर शार्प एजेस हो. सो हियर यू कैन सी दैट देयर इज अ शार्प एज. सो फ्रॉम दिस शार्प एज देयर विल बी डिफ्रैक्शन. सो सिग्नल इज गेटिंग फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर. ओके, नेक्स्ट diffraction. So diffraction, you can see that it is also some building blocks. Building blocks means like अगर वहां पे ईंटें रखे हो. ओके, सो बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स विल बी देयर. हियर इज स्ट्रीट, ये स्ट्रीट है यहाँ पर. ओके, सो बिल्डिंग है. सो इन दिस पिक्चर, फ्रॉम दिस पिक्चर यू कैन अंडरस्टूड वेरी इजीली दैट हाउ रिफ्लेक्शन, स्कैटरिंग एंड डिफ्रैक्शन आर एडेड टुगेदर टू reach the receiver. Okay, so these are the mechanisms which are used for the propagation. Okay, now 3 radio propagation mechanisms में अभी हम देख लेते हैं यहाँ that a mobile moves through a coverage area. Okay, as we have seen in the picture, 3 mechanisms. These 3 mechanisms have an impact on the instantaneous received signal strength. जो भी यहाँ पर सिग्नल रिसीवर के पास पहुंच रहा है, ओके, वॉट एवर द सिग्नल इज रिसीविंग एट द रिसीवर इज द इंस्टेंटेनियस वैल्यू ऑफ ऑल द सिग्नल्स. सो इफ अ मोबाइल डज नॉट हैव अ क्लियर लाइन ऑफ साइट पाथ टू द बेस स्टेशन, देन डिफ्रैक्शन एंड स्कैटरिंग विल नॉट डोमिनेट द प्रोपेगेशन. क्या कहा गया? दैट द मोबाइल डज हैव अ क्लियर लाइन ऑफ साइट पाथ. जब क्लियर लाइन ऑफ साइट पाथ होगा रिसीवर और ट्रांसमीटर और रिसीवर के बीच में, इन दैट केस डिफ्रैक्शन और स्कैटरिंग विल नॉट डोमिनेट, एंड बाय यूजिंग रिफ्लेक्शन और लाइन ऑफ साइट प्रोपेगेशन द रिसीवर कैन रिसीव द सिग्नल. एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड, इफ अ मोबाइल इज एट स्ट्रीट लेवल विदाउट लाइन ऑफ साइट, जो कि हमने इस पिक्चर में देखा कि वहां लाइन ऑफ साइट नहीं है, इन दैट केस डिफ्रैक्शन एंड स्कैटरिंग विल प्रोबेबली dominate the propagation. So in this way we can observe that diffraction, basically reflection and can dominate in the case of line of sight propagation, and scattering and diffraction will dominate largely in case of line of sight propagation. Okay. Now, yes. So in this case, mobile is when the mobile moves over small distances, the instantaneous received signal will fluctuate rapidly, giving rise to small scale fading. As we have already seen, what is small scale fading? So small scale fading is for small scale distance or smaller for a small period of time. Okay. So in this case, the mobile moves over a small distances for a smaller period of time. The reason is that the signal is the sum of many contributors coming from different directions. And since the phases of these signals are random, the sum behaves like a noise, which is a relay fading, which is the case of relay fading. So whatever we can observe here in this picture, that this receiver is getting signals which is generated by the same transmitter. यहाँ पर एक सेम ट्रांसमीटर है और इस ट्रांसमीटर ने जो भी सिग्नल यहाँ से ट्रांसमिट किया है that is coming to the receiver from different directions. So these signals which are from the same transmitter may get added constructively or destructively at the receiver. Okay. So in small scale fading, the received signal power may change as much as 3 or 4 orders of magnitude. Okay, so which is 30 to 40 decibel when receiver is only moved a fraction of the wavelength. Fraction of wavelength, यहाँ पर wavelength जब भी हम कहेंगे, then the wavelength means the wavelength of the intended signal. जिस भी सिग्नल को ट्रांसमिट कर रहे हैं, उसी सिग्नल का जो wavelength है, उससे हम कंपेयर करेंगे कि जो ऑब्स्टेकल है या जो सिस्टम है उसका वेवलेंथ क्या है. ठीक है ना. ओके ओके. इन द लार्ज स्केल path loss, mobile moves away from the transmitter over large distances. Yes, we have already discussed this. For large distances, and the local average received signal will gradually decrease. Local average received signal will gradually decrease. Okay. So this is the large scale path loss. So in this case, typically local average received power is computed by averaging signal measurements over a measurement track of 5 lambda to 40 lambda. So for PCS, this means जो हमारा सिस्टम है मोबाइल कम्युनिकेशन सिम्बली जो है वहाँ पे 1 से 10 मीटर का जो ट्रैक है या जो डिस्टेंस है उसमें लार्ज स्केल पाथ लॉस हम लोग देख सकते हैं. So the models that predict the mean signal strength for an arbitrary transmitter receiver separation distance are called large scale propagation models. So large scale propagation model में क्या होगा, जो स्मॉल स्केल प्रोपेगेशन मॉडल में जो सिग्नल मिल रहा है उस सिग्नल का हम क्या करते हैं, मीन जनरेट करते हैं, मीन या एवरेज निकालते हैं, एंड दैट मीन और वो मीन और एवरेज सिग्नल जो है दैट विल बी called as the large scale propagation model. Okay, and this is for larger distance in comparison with the small scale propagation model. So this is useful for estimating coverage area of transmitters. Okay. Next, yes, we have already seen this picture also, that there is a received power and that transmitter receiver separation, and this is for large scale propagation model, and the variations for very small scale is known as small scale propagation model. Okay, so here what we have, here we have free space propagation model. So free space propagation model में हमारे पास क्या होगा, used to predict the received signal strength when transmitter and receiver have clear unobstructed line of sight path between them. Okay, and the receiver power decays as a function of transmitter receiver separation distance raised to some power. Now every time there will be a path loss. Path loss means what? Signal attenuation as a positive quantity measured in dB. and is defined as the difference between the effective transmitter power and received power. तो जब भी signal transmit होता है, in that case between transmitter and receiver there will be some degradation of the or attenuation to the signal, which is known as the path loss. Okay, so here we will have a propagation model, phase space propagation model, which is based upon the Friis free space equation. Okay, Friis free space equation, where the free space received power by receiver antenna separated from a radiating transmitter antenna by a distance d is given by this equation or this formula as PR d is equal to PT GT GR lambda square by 4 pi whole square d square L square, where PT is the transmitted power through the antenna, PRD is the received power at a distance d, GT is the transmitter gain. Okay, GT is the transmitter gain, GR is the receiver gain, D is the TR separation. TR separation means transmitter receiver separation, and L is system loss factor. L is system loss factor not related to propagation, and the value is greater than equal to 1. So when it is 1, when L is equal to 1, indicates no loss in system hardware. Okay, for our purposes we will take L is equal to 1, so we will ignore it in our calculation. So in case of solving numericals, we will see that the value of L, that is the loss factor, will be given as 1. Now lambda is wavelength in meters. Yes, we already know that SI unit of lambda is meter. Okay, here gain also, we have gain. The gain of antenna G is related to its effective aperture. So aperture is what? Aperture is the effective physical size of antenna. Aperture is what? Aperture is the physical antenna size. Okay, so G gain of the antenna is given by 4 pi AE by lambda square, where lambda again is the wavelength and AE is the aperture of the antenna. Lambda is related to the carrier frequency. We already know that lambda is equal to C by F, where C is the velocity of light or speed of light, and F is the frequency. So this frequency can be written in terms of angular frequency as omega c is the carrier frequency of radians per second. Okay, so these are the things which we can see. Now, okay, so we will go through this thing in our next class. For today, this is over. आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं. So we have gone through a number of things which are very basics for our propagation models. So we have seen different types of propagation models and the mechanisms. Okay. So आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं. Next class में हम लोग propagation model देखेंगे. Okay, let me stop this share. So आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं. I will post one assignment in the Google Classroom. All of you have to submit it before time. So I will give you some time for submitting your assignment, and that assignment will consist of some small and conventional questions. Okay. So class is over for today. Thank you.